If you've been here what now, 4 days, more than that?
In Jerusalem since last Friday, but before that in Nazareth, and we actually were at the Seville office in Nazareth for a little bit last Thursday.
Yeah. So you've been here almost a week, huh?
A week plus.
Week plus. And so you've been able to really see quite a few things. So I really want to address areas that you feel you really would like me to address. You know, if you want, I can make a presentation, but it might be even more profitable if, or you know, either you tell me what your what from your experience in the country, what you really want me to talk about, or questions that you have, or else I can make a short presentation and then we go from there, and then you can come back with your feedback. So, which one do you want me to do?
Short presentation.
Okay. So let me give it in a form of almost an outline form on what's really introducing you to Seville to begin with. Seville is totally ecumenical organization, so we're not really affiliated with any particular denomination. I myself is an Episcopal or Anglican priest, but I, from the very beginning of Seville, I refused to make it connected with the denomination that I'm connected with, because the Protestants in this country are very tiny. Most of the Christians are either Orthodox or Catholic, and so we serve all the Christians of the land, regardless of their background, and that's one part of the strength of really Seville. And so we have a number of activities here and in Nazareth, where you were, that deal with the Christian community of the land. So we work with women, we work with young adults, with children in Nazareth. We work with clergy of all the different churches on a regular basis, and we work with the Muslim community. And this is, again, has become one of the strengths of Seville in the interfaith, working with Muslims. And I can go into greater details if you wanted me to on this, but that's this is Seville in many ways. So that's just few words about Seville itself. We have Friends of Seville since 1996, and we have almost now 10 places in the world where we have Friends of Seville. In Scandinavia, for example, in Denmark, in Sweden, in Norway. Yesterday we had a Swedish, a Norwegian bishop here coming to visit, and he wanted to come and visit Seville. But we have a very strong, active, for example, group in Norway, and they're doing a great job there. So we do in Canada. The United States is our largest place where we have Friends of Seville. In the United States, in the last 7-8 years, we've had 33 regional conferences. Actually, we were I mentioned last Sunday to one or two of you, that we had a conference in St. Paul at Luther Seminary. So we were there, 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. There. And this is the second time that we've been there. I think, is there a colonial church? What do you call it?
Colonial Church of Uganda?
No, there's a big.
Plymouth.
What's in the Twin Cities? There was there was a big church. I'm trying to think about it. Anyway.
Plymouth Church?
Plymouth Congregation.
No, what the name sticks in my mind is colonial.
Because there's the name of the church is Colonial Church of Medina.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's a big church.
Yeah, that's a big church.
Yeah, we've also had contact with with the church way back. Anyway, so we have Friends of Sabil now that are active. Recently, we have Friends of Sabil Brazil. It's unbelievable. We have in Germany, we have in Holland, in the Netherlands, and so on. And most of these people are very volunteers. So they're not paid. They're very active in educating their people about the Palestinian issue. We have a very strong Friends of Sabil in the UK, and that's one of the, again, just a few weeks ago, I came back from 2 weeks with Friends of Sabil UK. So this is also an important part of the ministry. We've had international conferences. I mention this because we'd love to have more from the United Church of Christ. And we've had some people that have been to us. And last year we had our 8th international conference, and out of that conference we produced this book, Challenging Empire, which Kristen mentioned about. So this is expanding work of Friends of Sabil also there. One of the exciting ministries that we have also is with the young adult conferences. Next week we have our 7th or 8th international young adult conference. This we do every year. The international big conferences we do every 2 to 3 years. But we started with the young adult conferences, and we've been attracting between 30 and 50 people, young adults in their 20s, mainly up to 30, 35 that we've had. And so I commend these to you. Now, Sabil started as a Palestinian liberation theology. That's really our background. And this is what we are promoting and trying to really help people. And the way this started in a nutshell, we started reflecting on our life under occupation, especially after I came to Jerusalem. I grew up in Galilee, and my ministry started in Galilee in different churches there. But in 1985, I came to Jerusalem, and I was serving in the cathedral where we all worshiped together last Sunday. And so I was there, working there, when in 1987 the first Intifada started, the uprising of the Palestinians. And it revolutionized my ministry, and by the grace of God, and we were able to find that this uprising touched the lives of many people, and we were able really to use it in expressing and articulating a contextual theology for our people, which later on became known Palestinian liberation theology, and which was the precursor of what Sabil is. Yeah. Sabil, the word itself, was adopted in the early 1990s. And the word Sabil is significant for us. If you look there at that little card, there you find that from the foot of the cross comes water and on the road. So Sabil, actually, the word Sabil in Arabic has two meanings. It means the way or the path. And for us Christians, reminding us that Christ is the way, the truth, and the life.